This is Dave West with Senshudo TV, and I'm here with Caitlin Nagel from Snail Games.
Yeah.
And you have a new game to show off.
It's Black Gold. Yeah.
Black Gold. I keep saying black oil in my head.
I know, right?
Yeah, Black Gold Online, and it is the first steampunk MMO that's coming out onto the market. Can you tell us a little bit about the game?
Alright, so this is an MMO, it's linear progression, and there are two factions in this game. On one side, you can play as the steampunk people. They have goggles, they have like the Western style guns on a lot of the characters. There's a gunslinger class. And on the other side, which is really interesting, is you have these fantasy people. So they're very naturistic, they have like beautiful temples, like lush green gardens, lakes everywhere. And in the middle of the map, these two art styles like clash. So you have a broken down steampunk factory in the middle of, an island or this beautiful landscape. Yeah.
Excellent. Now, how much, being an MMO player that I am, so what kind of classes, what kind of variations do you have?
We have a lot of the standard roles that you would expect. So for example, on the steampunk side, we have a ranged fighter. That's like a glass cannon, and it's called a gunslinger. So it uses, a lot of those cool westernized style guns. And on the other side, we have like the ranged archer. We also have a beastmaster, and so they summon pets to fight with them. And then, so the classes, they are specific to which faction that you're on, but there is some similarities between them. So the beastmaster is on the nature side, the Erlendir side, and on the steampunk side, you have someone who can summon mechanical units to help you. And they also use
kind of
magic.
Like the clockwork type.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay, great. Now, I was just playing a little bit over there, and I noticed that the character that I was playing, which is I think probably the same one you got here, you have the ability to bring out flying machines and actually shoot as a plane shooter. I mean, when you're in, like the old 1942. Trying to shoot the enemies down on the ground and things like that. I'm liking that variance of mechanics. Do you have a lot more of that in the game? Or?
Yeah, actually the mounted combat is big in the game. So in a lot of games, of course, mounts, they just get you from point A to point B. Yeah. But in this game, you can fight on them. So I'll pull up one of the air ones. And while in the air, you can shoot enemies on the ground, shoot other people that are in air units. And they're actually all balanced. So, this might look kind of ridiculous, like shooting people on the ground, but they're all balanced for PvP, for huge faction versus faction wars. There's a whole bunch of different kinds. So there are anti-air ones on the ground. You don't want, on the other side, the nature people, they're flying units. They have dragons. So you don't want a whole bunch of dragons to come at you during the guild wars. There's a flock of them. So you'll have anti-air ones, you'll have sea shake ones, which are good against defenses. It's a really big part of the game.
Okay, great. And like you said, you have different races on each side as well, besides the different classes?
Yeah, so on the steampunk side, we have humans, dwarves, of course. How's that technology going to get there? Yeah, and we have vampires. And then on the other side, we have shapeshifters, we have humans too, which is an interesting part of the story, why are there humans on both sides?
Right.
And then we also have these feline type people.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Feline type. Okay, great. Well, thank you. Now, when is this game going to be scheduled to go out into a beta or out for launch?
So we've had a few closed betas so far, and they've been really successful. So we're actually doing an open beta next week, June 20th on Friday, and it should be launching soon. The engine that they're using is the Snail Games' own engine, and they did Age of Wushu on it, which is very, very popular.
Okay. I played Age of Wushu, so I know what you're talking about.
Nice, yeah. So it's been in development for a long time. So open beta next Friday, June 20th, and it should be out really soon.
All right. Well, thank you very much for the interview. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much for coming over.
All righty. Thank you.